As I climbed a narrow ladder inside a massive flower stage at the center of the arena, my entire body was shaking. I was about to perform in front of the biggest sensation-wide crowd Amsterdam has ever seen. 40,000 screaming fans, all dressed in white, ready to dance to my music. It's crazy to think that only a few years before my glory, every local DJ mocked my dream of becoming an international artist. The biggest club in San Francisco at the time was Ruby Sky, and every time I mentioned playing there, the local talent would just laugh. This is a club for famous artists. You will never set foot in that club, they would say. Funny enough, years later, I ended up doing the closing party for Ruby Sky when they finally closed the doors. Talk about karma, I guess. My journey began as a student at UC Santa Barbara, California, taking business economics courses and chasing the American dream. Growing up in Moldova, one of the poorest European countries, the dream was to make it at anything. But America opened up my eyes to the fact that you become anyone in life. Pick a dream and follow it. One summer, I visited my family back in Eastern Europe and heard Daft Punk for the first time in a club. I was sold. Whatever that music was, I wanted to be part of it. This became my ultimate addiction. I watched every DJ video I could find online. The one video that changed my life forever was the Sebastian Ingrosso Sensation White Amsterdam after movie 2009. I must have watched that video a million times. I would watch it every single day, close my eyes, and imagine that one day this could be me. One day I would be standing on that stage dressed all in white to screaming fans. And guess what? 2 years later, in 2011, that day came. As I climbed to the top of the spinning flower stage at the center of a massive arena in Amsterdam, my life was complete. I don't remember much from that night because my entire body was in shock from excitement and emotional high, but I do remember the feeling of contentment. It wasn't a feeling of I told you so, it was self-joy and internal happiness. I cried inside for days after that moment. In the years that followed, I was blessed to do the first ever Sensation White Dubai with my good friend Ann21, followed by Prague and Peru. And all I could think of were all those locals laughing at me at the time, reminding me that I would never play on the big stage. It's easy to get overwhelmed by people who don't believe in your dream. Imagine if every artist you look up to had so much doubt that they quit and never made it big. Everyone has doubts, and everyone will have people saying you can't. I've toured with many successful artists, and they all had the same story. Parents didn't believe, friends laughed at their dreams. The bottom line is, you will always have obstacles to overcome. Stop listening to the negative talk and simply follow your heart. In the end, does it really matter what they say? Let them talk and prove them all wrong. The important thing about your career choice is that you choose something that you love doing. When I started DJing, there was literally no money on the table, but it led me to a career I could only dream of. Maybe the trick is not to follow the money or the so-called right career, but to follow the right career for you. Every career has a lot of side quests. Headlining Coachella might be the ultimate, but making music for people is already the ultimate. I hear a lot of artists say, I hope I make it. What does that even mean? If you're still doing what you love, you've already made it. It will take some time to figure it out, but you are already on your journey. Just like I watch the Sensation White video every day to motivate myself, you should find that motivation as well. Not everyone is fortunate to have a motivating environment, so create one. Put some posters in your studio of your favorite artists. Dream a little, and it all may come true. Now that you have all the tools, it's time to set sail on your journey and stay focused. You will encounter many strong winds and rough waters, But if you just keep going, the sun will shine through. Good luck.